My people, my people, my people, my people, my people. Happy, happy, happy Monday. This is February. Happy Monday, happy Monday. I know I'm sorry I've not been coming for a while. I promised to be serious this year, but the beginning of the year I had cold. I know I promised to start doing my natural hair. Like every 2 weeks I was going to the salon, but I felt sick on the way. I could not more maintain my plan, so I said, you know what? I decided to bring my hair. So I decided to bring my hair. So I guess my plan changed. You know, sometimes we plan, but life happens, we change. Good morning, good morning. I'm sorry I'm not being able to be coming. I'm going to I want to talk about this story. I'm going to bring out some illustration just to connect to the real world, then look at the biblical life, then connect it to our real life. I like a lot of prose. I did literature in the university. I did literature in high school, and I did literature. I read English. English. The faculty of art, right? Yes, I did English in the university, and I read a lot of books. I started reading a lot of books. I was able to read and write in class 4 in Cameroon. You start school at 6, 7, 8, 9. Around 6, 7, 8, 9. Let me see, around 9, that was when I was able to read and write in Cameroon, and I wanted to write. I had passion for writing. I wrote everybody in my family. I wrote all my cousins. My father's side, we used to be very close because my dad loved family. He's of late. My dad he has a love for his family. I would say the love my father portrayed to his family was good, but I'm going to come about that. I'm going to come on that next time. But that was not my dad's love for his family was more than his love for his children. That was it. So my uncle, the benefit they had from my dad, they showed the way they cater for them. Although I was born that later, my father was obeyed. Me, I didn't experience that. My dad was heavy on love for family. He had the dad had 3 wives, and in my dad's side, my dad just had him. He has a brother who was staying in the village. Then he had another brother who was staying in the city, but that's another state. That was in the northwest in Bamenda. But my dad and my like this last born, there were 3 boys. They were very successful, more than the middle one who stayed in the village. He was successful in his own way, but those 2 were national success that the country knows about them. And my dad raised his brothers. His brothers used to stay with them. That was in my adulthood. That's when I knew they had different mothers, and they even know they were step. That's how close they were. So while growing up, I was just seeing my uncles around. I knew they had the same mothers, but when I got older, that's when you start hearing stories and seeing all those stuff. And I'm telling you, so my dad was big on family. What am I even saying? Yeah, my dad was big on family. I want to I'm sorry, there's a lot of divert in this particular video. It's a lot on my mind to talk about. Yes, I want to talk about I had a lot to give out. A lot in me to give out them. I'll talk about writing. So I wrote almost all my cousins, all my uncles. But unfortunately, I have a lot of love to give, but nobody was giving me. That's something about life. If you're giving, do not expect. Because when you expect then you don't receive the way you want, you're going to be discouraged. So I received a lot. I had a lot of love, I would say, and I read a lot of books. And that 9 years, I would read like 300 pages in one day. I had an elder sister who was older than me, like almost a decade, and she too loved reading. But with my speed, I would take, even when I was in Form 4, because in my school, before going to the Form 5, like you're about to go to high school, you have to write that exam. So you decide if you're science or art. I was good in physics, and I'm not being that bright student, but at least I'm an average student. I'll have 12 average, 14 average, 13 average. I'm not being that super people that was I was an A student. But at least I was an average student. That's what I always said. And I studied to become that average student. So I used to be good in physics. I used to be good in chemistry. But in that particular class, you have to choose between chemistry and literature. But me, I had to choose literature for the love I had for reading, the love I had for writing. And you know, but sometimes the world that we are there by that time, they see science. You have a better life if you study science. You know, the people that mold you, but I want to say we're on our own because you decide what you want to study. You decide if you want to go to school. My mother was a peasant farmer that just go to her farm. My dad was there all over work, and that's another video. I'm going to talk about that. But I always say that if you're a child, you have that parents that are monitoring you. My mom did not really know too much. So I won't blame her for that. She herself ignorant. So all she knows was that you're going to school, but she didn't really dare to direct your footsteps. She was the one to do that, but she didn't have any clue. She didn't go to school. So she's just know that you're going to school, that's fine, you're passing, that's okay. My siblings, although I was the last, everybody was there. I don't know. Let me not talk about that. So but I want to say that around that form 5, my physics teacher called me and told me that you have to do physics. Don't do art, do physics. You're going to regret this if you want. I said, no, I love reading, I love writing. So I followed and I did literature. So in form 5, I love reading. In short, that is my you know, your strength. I'm fast in reading, I'm fast in, you know, when I came to this country, people saying we don't understand people, they have accent like the Americans, the way they speak even in school. So my friends will not understand. I never had no problem to understand nobody. I understand everybody. I work now, like the company I work now is a remote job with the Indian people. I never had no problem like communication. I understand everybody who speak. Immediately you speak, I get it. So that one I've never been a barrier. And sure, because I was exposed to a lot of books, I didn't really watch too much TV while growing up. But I watched Nigerian movie at that adult age, not at a child. Mommy, please close the door. Sorry about that. As a child, I watched a lot of Nigerian, not as a child. As an adult then, because after 18, you're an adult, right? That's when I watched a lot of Nigerian movie as a child. Sorry about that. While growing up, I used to love TV. We did not have TV. Just like any normal family, when we were growing up, we go to our neighbors to watch TV. There used to be this program called Santa Barbara. It was in French. The strange thing is that we cannot speak French, but we see the pictures and we can tell you the whole movie. And you know where we are watching? At the window, we are peeping. This person, Chief, it's my turn. Come on, ma watch, come on, ma watch. I grew up in Munya. I love my city. I can never lie where I was born. So people say, why you not say watch Boya? I was born in Munya. Munya is found in the southwest province. The capital of Munya is Boya. So Munya is a small I'll not call it a village, it's a small city that has a lot of green food, vegetable food. God bless the land with a lot of food. And it was very enjoyable that while growing up, I was being treated well by the people there, because I didn't even know I have a disability. See, when I was that's in Form 2, around 12 years, my people, God bless my neighbors I stay around, I could play. I love playing, so I play with whatever games they are playing, I will play with them. If this is your first time watching me, my name is Marie Ndo. I have a disability called scoliosis. That means I have curve in my spine. I'll do that for a video also. If you've been watching my video, there's the video that I got curve in my spine, and that affected my right leg to be shorter while my left leg is longer. So as a child, I put on caliper each brace in the leg for a long time. It's when I was coming to America, I refused putting on a brace by feet, and I've been walking like that. And life growing up, normally even without a physical challenge, you have those extra things life will throw on you. Combined with my physical challenge, combine the way society look at people with physical challenge, even now they still look at them. So you have to combine, you're a black and boy I'm living, combine you're a woman, so that you have to fight. You cannot just stay, you have to be a fighter. You have to have that inner capacity. Sorry about that. You have to have that inner capacity to fight it. That you cannot just be sitting at one place and just giving up what life because of what life threw at you. So you cannot do that. So I want to say that so I've had a passion for English. I read literature and I did English, and I fortunately I came to the United States. And one strange thing, I used to read I will narrate like the prose. We did drama, we did poetry, we did prose was like those novels you're reading. But I had a teacher, a late teacher, Dr. Batibison, Professor Batibison, BB, they call him BB. People went to University, but I don't know about him. Even people in my country. Late Batibison used to believe so much in me. He told me, you're going to be a great writer, you're going to be a great... He saw my future more than me. So I was surprised. What is this man talking about? And I was doing so well in drama. Theater was in theater art. He was a teacher in theater art. In my university at that time, if they had theater art as a department, I could have just done theater art. I could have not done it English. But unfortunately, we did not have theater art, so I just did English. Because I used to love the theater art. In my university at that time gave the advantage, I would do theater art. But I'm sure now they are doing it because it developed and they are doing a lot of stuff. University of Boyan. So that's what happened, and I did English. And when I came to the United States, everything changed. I came now that I want to do which was a mistake I made in the beginning. I had a brother who told me, I had two brothers. One told me, just stay in your career, just maintain them. Go do English more, do masters, do PhD. Just stay on that lane. I said no. One other told me that if you do that, you will not have a job. Lack of faith. Where was my faith? Who is talking to you, and what have God told you? That's part of my message. Who are you listening to? Which voice are you listening to? The one who told me and go ahead, he is a Christian. He is a born-again Christian, and he's a pastor. The other one who told me to go ahead and say that you will not have a job, come and do medicine, do nursing, do pharmacies on the medical field, you easily have a job. That one is an unbeliever. So which voice are you listening to? I'm listening to the voice of an unbeliever. For some reason, I don't know why. Don't ask me that. And I followed him. He's a doctor. I guess because he was a doctor. I don't know. I cannot say that's the reason. It was just my father. I always say my father's house was at work and me at that time. And my destiny was switched. I wanted to become a pharmacy. So I started taking prerequisite. Oh, my story is not boring, no. Please enjoy my story with me. You're going to learn a lot from it. I decided to do pharmacy. I started a program on pharmacy. But I say pharmacy is so long. Let me just do nursing. I quit and I started doing nursing. Having admission to enter the program was not easy. So it was a struggle. Fortunately, I had an admission. I had to go to Alabama. That was a different state. Remember, I have a physically challenge. Remember, I drive and I use hand control my car. Life, you have to be a fighter. And my brother I used to live with by then, who's like a father, the pastor, told me not to go. Let me just hold on and wait for God time. God can open me and bring a school here in Georgia. I said no, I must go to Alabama. He begged me, and This girl I know from nowhere, I just follow her together, cohabit with her. We decided to go and stay in Alabama. Remember when we went to Alabama, we didn't know nobody. What we did, we went to the gas station. Maybe. And we're looking for, if you know any African here, asking those people stay in the gas station. Fortunately, we made this lady and told them, I know a truck driver. And then, who can surely know? The truck driver cousin, yes, he has a cousin who have a 2-bedroom, but he live in 1 bedroom, so he can rent the 1 bedroom for us. Fortunately, it was good for us because we're going to split the money into two, my friend and I. She became my friend only because we're going to that program. And together that is, how did I even meet that girl? Don't ask me why. I don't know why I made that girl. She's from one other African country. I will not call the country here because of certain reasons. She was not from my country, she was from one other, but she was an African. And I met that lady. In the beginning, while we were going to school, let me tell you something. Sometimes when things happen to your life, watch. Take a pause and just don't neglect nothing. Don't take anything for granted. Because I could not drive on the highway that long, so she would drive my car, which I gave because she was complaining about her own car. See the mileage is good. I said, no problem, let's just use my car. I wanted to finish school. I want to be independent because I will live with my brother. I just want to have my own life, have my own job. Oh God, I wanted to be independent. I didn't, because you know that notion that people know that. Pause there. You know, when I came, they told me to apply for disability, which I did not really want, but I tried to apply and they will never give me. Thank God they never give. They always tell me that I'm not physically challenged. See, my hands are very active, my brain is functioning well. So why am I? There are jobs I can do while sitting. So why can I not look for a job? So they will never give me that, and then they never support me, which they were not fair also, because if you see me physically, you know truly I really need help. So because even when I go to work for people, like, yeah, if you don't really go to school at that time, those mini job, you work in the warehouse. One warehouse I went to, they reject me immediately. You work in the nursing home, I cannot do CNA, which is strenuous. You work in the hospital. Thank God I had this job working with the mentally challenged. They call it sitter. All you have to do is to sit and watch it. God will bless the woman. What's her name? A lady like that. But later on, I discovered they told me she was born again Christian. I guess God touched her heart, God connected her. She gave me that job just like that. If I tell you the number of places I went to look for jobs, it was not coming through, and life was not easy. So you should just have to keep pushing, keep finding your way. You cannot be discouraged. I wanted to do little business by myself, but everything I try will not work, which I know the devil was behind. Just keep pushing. But I told myself I must be successful. I cannot rely on anybody, and God will see me through. He will. He did. So I want at that level I discovered I had passion for writing. So I wrote 4 books. You know, you're reading books, you're waiting. You have heard that when people write books, they just become millionaire at once. That's not the truth. I put all the effort and nothing show up. So I became discouraged. This was some of my books. One of them is Don't Be Discouraged. That was the first one I wrote. This one is Nearness to Success Syndrome. This one is What is Life? Which this one of the best that most people always like, this particular one. This one is a story a little bit about myself. These people always like this one also. I want to tell you that I became discouraged was a mistake. That's why I say that when you're giving out things to people, or you have a vision God has given you, it doesn't matter if you're seeing result or not. Even like a pastor, for example, God say open that ministry, or is that God is going to provide you money to pay your rent. Just be faithful with Him. So me, I was not faithful in that part of writing. So I became discouraged because I say, need to earn a living. So how can I just stand still with this bed? No matter what I was doing, I still had to keep on writing, keep pushing. For a while I stopped, which I came back and I want to start promoting myself back as a writer, and with my little platform, which is, it's not a little platform, with this my big platform, let me prophesize it, with this my big platform that God has given me, I say, you know what, let me just come and try to promote myself there. Let me not depend on, nothing is too small. So this is, you can have this on Amazon. So I'm going to come every day. I pray God give me the grace. So let me not promise another. I'm going to come every day. I'm going to start with this one. What is life? Every day we're going to do at least. What is life? I have let me see. What is that? I have 23 chapters. So every day we are going to come to do at least, even not one chapter, but at least something out of it. We're going to read together. Since they say people don't want to read, some people even buy the book. They say, I don't not read it. So I'm going to read and explain it with you people slowly and surely, and advertise my own, promote my own self, and while other people you can promote it. I want it to go viral. At least it's not even about the money only, although money matter, but my goal is that I want no writing. I'm powerful in writing. That's a gift I have, just like speaking. So I want to have a voice for God to take it and bless the life of people, to touch people's soul, to come to Christ, help their life better. Because what I passed through, if not of God's, I don't know, I could have still been sitting here. Some books I read, because I read a lot of books that gave me hopes, a lot of testimony. I see a lot of people who passed through, was starting and came back strong. I read the word of God, so many things. So this particular episode will be like a walk, a laying down with books with Marie. Yes, it'll be a lane walking with books, Marie. So it really be that laying down that we're going to come every day, talk about each of the books one after the other. Thank you very much. So we'll start with what is life. We're going to talk about what is life slowly and surely. I'm going to read it out with you. You're going to like the book. It's going to like the book. You know, before I go on, there were some people that I put in this book. Let me tell you something. Those particular people, they are not my friends. They are people who did worse things to me. You know, they bring out the best in me. There are some people that I dedicated this book with, which if I tell you the story, some people might judge me. But let me tell you something. You know that people that put pain in you, those are the people that will bring out the best in you. Let me tell you, for example, if I did not have a physically challenge, for example, I was fine. Things were going right. There are many things I will not have inside. There are many gifts I will not even perform. But you know, pain, my teacher always used to say that when you're in pain, pick your pen and paper, that you bring out the best writing at that period. That's why we say when you're in pain, you have to pray. In pain, that's when the best come out from people. So, in pain, a lot of stuff came out from us. And in more than even when you're happy. So there are some people I dedicated this book to that. It brought out the pain in me. The pain in me. The pain in me. You know why growing up in a society, I was a little girl, pretty, but because I have this society, I have this physically challenged, and there was one thing I know. I knew I was beautiful. I knew I was going somewhere. So I guess peer pressure pushed me to have a boyfriend because everybody was having a boyfriend. So in my university, my face, there could be another video. Let me just allow this one. There will be another video. So I'm going to, after this video, I'm going to make another video on that. It's going to be a long video just to talk about pain sometime. Thank you very much. I just came today to introduce I'm going to start this series. So hopefully everyone is going to have it. Thank you very much. We're going to talk on this series. See you. I'll be coming every day. I wish I could have time to even come live to really talk about it, but I don't know. I cannot promise that. My job now is getting, I don't know. So, but if I have time, at least I can come live even once a week. I really want to come live. I really want to. I love my hair. Do you love the hair? This is called Kinking Twist. Yes, it's called Kinking Twist. So thank you. At least this one now I don't have to do anything. I just have to hold it. It's still painful. Hey, I did not sleep that night, and I did it. I paid how much was it? In Cameroon money, almost 100,000. It's almost $200 here. And those girls took 2 hours 30 minutes. 2 of them on my hair. So you can breathe in this country. You have the grace to stand up and breathe. It's a lot of money also. With beauty, women are doing. So women are trying to do take care of themselves daily. Thank you very much. This cool. Oh, thank you very much. My name is Marine Dog. See you in my next video. Please, you cannot afford not to watch the next thing. Tomorrow is going to be for fire. You must be blessed. You cannot afford to miss one day. Thank you very much, Marino.